7 bad days, what it is.
Morning, it's 6-7 in the morning and I'm heading out to New Delhi. Something very special. I'm not a morning person, but I'm going to make an exception for this one. We're heading for the launch of the Ducati 797 and the Multistrada 950. How could I not be a morning person? So we're at the Mumbai domestic airport and boarding should start in another 15 or 20 minutes. I've been told that there's other people who are attending this event, other influencers as such from Mumbai who are attending this event, but I'm not seeing any one of them around, or maybe they are around and I just don't know them. But it should be an interesting event. There's quite a few people they've invited for this and it looks very promising, at least on paper. Delhi traffic. Okay, hello, good morning. We are at QLA or Qula, I don't know how you pronounce it. We're here in New Delhi attending the launch of the Ducati Multistrada 950 and the Monster 797. There's quite a few people from all these different auto magazines and websites who are in there. I met Tushar from Rotor Mouth. Some of you might be knowing him from those 5-minute videos which he's done. I met Kartikeya Singhe, I met Sagar Shaldekar, so most of you guys know him. Sherman Hale Nazareth, a few other guys as well. So it's been a really fun day to start off with, and I'm sure it can only get better with time, especially with the launch of 2 of these Italian beauties. So let's head inside and see what this is all about.
If it ain't about that money, then it ain't a part of my process. Meeting with the bosses over lobster tails, strategizing our next move. Conclusion is prevail. We don't do no hold up. Get too close, I got some killers with me that'll tell you. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Tell you, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Tell you, hold up, hold up. You say you want this money, nigga, then what's the hold up? If you really bought this paper, then what's the up?
It's sporty. It retains the agility, dynamics and balance of a sports bike. Form follows function, a very high level of technology built into the bike. It represents the perfect entry point into the world of red, the world of Ducati. The design of the bike, that is the defining characteristic. Unmistakably a monster. The engine is a characteristic Desmo Due L-twin air-cooled engine. State-of-the-art Euro 4, capable of 75 horsepower and 69 Newton meters. We have a APTC wet multi-plate clutch, which also has a servo-assisted slipper feature that limits rear wheel destabilization under downshift. The brakes that you see are the M4 32 calipers, that are the same brakes that we use on the Panigale 959. We also provide accessories, the Tendinioni accessories. The bike comes ready for installation as an accessory for the Ducati multimedia system, which allows the latest generation smartphones to connect via Bluetooth. We'll be launching in 3 color variants. One is the Star White Silk, the other is the classic Ducati Red, and the third is the Dark Stealth option.
So, as I said before the video, this is most probably the most versatile bike that we are going to launch in India, which controls what we call the Ducati safety pack. Ducati safety pack means that you have, from one side, the ABS with 3 different modes, and you also have the Ducati traction control with 8 different modes. All this thing is managed from the Ducati register. So you can find, for example, the touring pack, which a lot of components that make. There will be 2 colors. Right now, the color that we have available will be the red one. So as Ravi said, the bike is already in pre-booking mode, and we are going to deliver from 1st July the first model. While for the white one, it will arrive, expected to arrive in the month of October this year.
The MTS 950 will be available for 12.6. Monster 797 will be available at 7,77,000.
Okay, so we're done with the launch of the two motorcycles, the Monster 797 and the Multi 950. They're just doing Q&As now, so I'm going to just go and see what kind of questions come up.
Otherwise, we can address them one-on-one with you right after.
ठंडा लग रहा है ना? तेरे को ठंडा नहीं लगेगा? लद्दाख में भी ठंडा नहीं लगेगा?
नहीं लगेगा. Extra.
मेरे को जुहू बीच पे ठंडा लगता है.
So I'm sure you would have seen this guy in the recent videos which have been showing up on Facebook on my timeline and all over the internet as well. Rotor Mouth, and we have Tushar over here. Tushar, firstly I'm going to ask you the serious questions and then we'll move on to the real deal, okay?
Okay.
So firstly, what's your take on the two motorcycles which were launched here?
So starting with the Multistrada 950, I think the 950 is the bike to have. Even before it was launched, I actually did a video about it last week because we knew everything about it. Roughly, we even knew the prices. So basically, it puts together two bikes that I really like. I like the Multistrada format. I like the Multistrada 1200, but I don't have 24 lakh rupees to spend. So that will have to remain a long cherished dream that may not. Anyway, well, I like the Multistrada 1200. I also like the Hypermotard. The Hypermotard is a very tiny. It's like an insane dirt bike with a V-twin engine that makes 113 horsepower. It's crazy. So I like the Hypermotard. They took that engine and they put it in the Multistrada, made the Multistrada lighter, so now it's about 204 kg. I don't see a downside to this. The international reviews are already out there saying that the Multi 950 is all the bike you would need, or it's 90% of the bike that the 1200 is, but it's much cheaper and it's much lighter. I can't see a bad thing to say about it right now. It does have a larger 19-inch wheel. It's supposed to be slightly more enduro capable, so it might be a little bit slower in terms of the sporty rider. I don't know. We'll see. The Monster 797, I think, is probably going to be a more successful bike for Ducati compared to their Scrambler. Now, if you look at the engine, you'll notice that it is exactly the same engine as the Scrambler. But the trellis frame is different. The whole format of the bike is different. It looks like a monster, like a naked sport motorcycle. I think this will appeal to people more than the Scrambler did, because the Scrambler basically looks like a bike of yours. You know? It looks like an older retro bike. I'm not sure that sensibility works for a lot of people. I know that I practically know all the Scrambler owners in India. We all have one WhatsApp group, and that's basically it. I think the Monster 797 will appeal to a wider range, a wider swath of people, because it looks nicer. It's a little bit more premium. It's got better brakes. It's got better front suspension. The rear suspension also looks like an Öhlins. It's not, but preload is slightly better in terms of adjustment. I suspect it will be a slightly better bike to ride than the Scrambler. It's just got a little bit higher spec stuff on it. So good stuff here. I don't think this will have that negative connotation of being a cheap Ducati. I think this is an entry point, actually an entry point into their premium bikes, which is a good thing. The Scrambler didn't work for them in that sense. They went that whole hipster direction. I don't know.
Okay. So the next question, getting to the less serious questions.
Yeah.
If the zombie apocalypse took place and you had one bike to choose to kind of survive and ride over zombies,
absolutely the 950, the Multi 950. You can get it in enduro mode, in an enduro pack, which means that it's got spoked wheels. So zombies, you're running them over, you're crushing skulls. Things are, hard impacts are happening to your wheels. Spoked wheels are not going to break. Cast wheels will break. I'm sure your touring buddies will have told you that the spoke wheels are better for your Leh Ladakh type junkies. So definitely the 950. It's tall, it's upright. You can stand up on it, ram through those zombie hordes. I imagine you can probably. Yeah, in fact, yes, the 950, since it's based on the Multistrada, and I know that the Multistrada is really comfortable to stand up and ride. So imagine you're standing up on the Multistrada, you've got a nice broadsword, you're swinging it, you're chopping heads, you're slicing bodies. I think it's excellent for zombie apocalypse. Fully recommend.
We have Tushar's stamp of approval on that. Last question, this is the main question, Tushar.
Yeah.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, so watching a few Rotor Mouth videos, I was under the impression that there'd be pen drives over here. Where are the pen drives?
Outside.
They're waiting for us.
Bahar, they're waiting.
Okay.
Come on, jaldi. Flight ke pehle pen drive. Chal.
Okay, so I thought I was one of the few YouTubers who was here for this event, but apparently I was wrong. There is Sunny from Sketch.Build.Ride.
What's up, everybody?
Sunny, tell us something about your channel as well.
Hi guys, I'm Sunny Chauhan. I call myself a motor entrepreneur. Sketch.Build.Ride is basically these three words. These are my life. I sketch, I design motorcycles. I have a workshop where I build motorcycles, and the ride part is basically where I ride. I've ridden all across India. I've started a YouTube channel off lately because I really wanted to show it to all you guys as to where all have I ridden and what all I've been up to. Some pretty intense stuff I've been doing, be it AMGs, be it sports cars or sports bike, all that kind of content you can find on my channel. I've been inactive for some time right now, but then there's a Multistrada video that I'm still editing. There's a 1200S video which is gonna come, and this here is a 950 which Augie will show you in your vlog. But to see the 1200S video, you can go onto my channel. It's Sketch.Build.Ride. I'm sure Augie will put it in the description box below. Cheers and ride safe. It's a jungle out there.
Okay, so we're done with the event. The Multistrada 950 and the Monster 797 are officially launched in India. I'd like to thank Ducati India for getting me out here and allowing me to be part of this entire event. I've got to meet a lot of interesting personalities and some people who I follow on social media myself. So it's been a great day so far, and with the company I have heading back to Mumbai, I'm sure it'll only be better. That's all I had for today, guys. Thank you so much again for watching my videos. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. As always, at least wear your helmets while riding your motorcycles and ride safe. It's a freaking jungle out there. Goodbye.
Boss with a great bag, came up, you can't hate that. Self-made, you can't take that. Yeah, self-made, you can't make that. Some said I need a record deal, I need a co-sign, I need a Dre track. But all the time I had a mean flow, I had a cold grind, and that's a great match. Payback, codes and I make racks. And my pockets gon' stay fat, cause I murk beats and I slay tracks.